Well, hello, EJ. Nice to see you. I see your pot is still there.
Yes.
It hasn't floated away.
No, it's so heavy, I don't even think the next great flood would float it away. It'll still
Right. So it's got about an inch to 2 inches of dirt in it. How's that dirt look?
Closer to 2.
Closer to 2, I think so.
Yes.
That's okay. It's an outdoor pot.
Yeah.
We can get away with stuff outdoors.
Absolutely.
All right. So we did all that in the prior video. That was yesterday. And today we're going to put the rest of it together.
Woohoo! This time
Are
I have
you ready?
just in case I encounter roaches.
Are they still in there?
I doubt
Maybe
they're
not.
living.
All right. Okay, so we're going to start with what? Start with sand.
Awesome.
We want to get 2 inches of sand on top of that dirt, and we're going to estimate it because we can't see it. And what have you got? You've got play sand, right?
Yeah, 50 pounds.
50 pounds of play sand. Yeah. Now, we're going to use about half of that.
The what?
So, play sand has clay in it. But that's okay because it's going to provide added nutrition and it's going to be essentially invisible. We're not going to, it's not like we're looking through a tank at this stuff. So we can get away with things we maybe could not otherwise. Let's start by putting the sand in. How do you want to do that? You got a trowel in your back pocket. You want to trowel it or you want to dump it?
Probably dump it. I've got the arm strength for it.
Go for it. Yeah, I saw you pick that bag up.
Yeah.
Put about half in.
What?
Put about half of it in.
Half of it? Okay.
Yeah. And then you can level it and see what we got. Was that half?
No, but I just wanted to see where we're at.
Okay.
Good. More. All right, I think that's definitely half now.
Okay, how's it look? What do you think? Do you need more?
I think so.
Okay. It's not going to hurt.
You know what? I probably might even use the whole bag.
Well, you can if you want to. That'll give you 3 to 4 inches. That'll be okay. All right.
Less than 50 pounds anyway. I'd say it was closer to 40.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Good. Now,
see this.
Parker, you want to bring the camera over?
Yeah, I think I will. Although last time I think my head got in the way of several things.
No, it worked out fine. We can see real well.
Okay. Is it gonna work? Hi.
Yeah, it doesn't look level, but just try to level it out a little bit. That's your water pump.
Yeah, I regret putting it in now. I was thinking something different long term.
Yeah, I know.
But it is what it is, and it's also stopping the water, so I might as well leave it for now until I figure out what else I want to do.
You went through the wall of it to put it in, didn't you? And then sealed it.
Yeah, there was already a hole there, and so I sealed 2 of them, and I sealed up one of the holes, and then I used this as a rubber stopper for the other one, and then made sure it was waterproof. So it's waterproof. If I get tired of it, I'll just bury it.
Well, you could cut it, but if you cut the wire a good 6 inches away from the pump so you can redo it.
Oh,
it'll be fine. Yeah, I think you'll probably get some use out of it.
Okay.
If you put a stand pipe on it, you'll be able to create a little fountain.
Yeah, that's actually what I have. So I was going to work on it after I put the plants in and
yeah, good. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now you've got some humic material.
Yes, you're talking about humus?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
You're gonna bag it. Let's put some of that in.
Yeah. So this is they call it.
Now this is not soaked. We should have soaked it. We didn't do that.
No, we didn't. Will we have to do it again?
Do what again? No. We're gonna let it sink. I'll tell you what.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put water in the bag.
Oh yeah.
Turn your hose on, and just cover it in the bag with water.
Actually, I have
a container.
I have a 5-gallon bucket here.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll fill the bucket about halfway.
Mm-hmm. See my bucket?
I see your bucket. I see 2 buckets. Or is that a pot?
That's a pot.
That's a pot with dirt and a plant.
So this is
about halfway. That's plenty.
All right.
And now put water in it.
Woohoo! All right, wait till I get the hose.
Right. We're a little behind here. I should have thought of this yesterday, and I didn't, because we could have had it soaking overnight. That would have been preferable. So we're playing catch up on this one. As a result, there's a way we can do it. There's a way we can do this.
There we go. I'm always used to doing water gently.
Well, it doesn't matter. Just you want to get the water level up above the level of the humus.
Okay.
So kind of fill the bucket.
Yeah. Just above the level of the humus. All right. Oh.
There you go. Got a tool.
I learned from yesterday, and I'm pretty sure there's roaches in here too, by the way. Because
that's all right.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna eat much.
This is essentially peat.
Right.
Humus peat.
All right. So I want you to fill the bucket with water.
The whole bucket.
The whole bucket, all the way to the top.
All right. My mother always taught me not to play in the mud.
Shame on her.
I know, right? This is so much.
It's the only fun in life. Right. Pretty little girls are supposed to wear skirts, fluffy skirts, and sit on the couch with their hands folded and be sweet.
Oh, I still wear skirts. I just, tie it up when I do this. All right, I think I'm done with that.
Okay. Now this is not going to work perfectly, but it's going to be pretty good. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to scoop what is floating out of there and put it in that flower pot right next to you.
Okay.
Just scoop the floating part out.
Hold on. It's I think what it is trapped air. I need to make sure.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. This is going to be Not as good as it could be, but that's all right. It's
All
not
right.
going to make a bit of difference long term.
No, but will it, Bob? Will it affect? I guess will it affect the water quality?
No. It'll make it a little more acidic.
Oh, a little more acidic. Okay. Why?
But your water is kind of hard and alkaline, so
it is.
It ain't gonna hurt. Okay, do this, EJ. Scoop some hands full from the surface and put them in that flower pot. Just get some of the floating material out.
You talk about this one right here?
Yeah, well, whatever.
Or in the big one?
Whatever. We're going to get under that and get some of what is sinking and put it in the pot, which is going to work only fairly well. Okay, perfect. Now, scoop some out of the bottom and start layering it in the pot about, half to an inch thick.
You know, I don't think I thought this through in terms of the water level, so.
You want to pour some off?
No. I'm committed.
Oh, you got it in your gloves, right?
All right, so this is what was on the bottom.
Okay, good. Just put it in. Layer it. You want a little better than half an inch, close to an inch. Just layer the whole thing with it.
Okay.
Now, this is humic material. This is leaves, twigs. It's wood. It's basically wood material.
Yeah.
So it provides the foundation for the food web that's going to get going in there pretty quick. And we're doing it this way to try to keep it as much as possible out of the watercolor. It's going to float anyway because we didn't do it exactly right. We should have soaked it overnight.
Yeah.
I did not think of it. I was lucky, I thought, to even wet the mud.
Well, I mean, I'm sure there's going to be other people out there who are going to have situations like this.
Right. Well, that's the whole idea. You learn to go with the flow. Figure it when you make a mistake, you figure out a way around it. It doesn't destroy anything.
Yeah.
This is not science. This is art.
Oh, I like that. I might have to put some more, because this is on top. I might have to put some more compost in there.
Okay.
From the bag, just because there's
not a whole lot left in the bottom. Huh?
That's correct, but I'll make it work.
Okay.
Just keep talking.
Jay, what should I say? We have the same color hair. That's interesting.
What?
We have the same color hair. Funny.
Oh, okay. Now I just got it. Oh my God.
All right. And both of them are curly. Okay. Looking good.
I'm probably going to end up putting all the compost in here.
Yeah,
and
might as well.
Sink.
You getting any sinking?
Yes, I do.
Good. Okay.
At this point, it's actually becoming more like a soup.
Right.
But it'll settle. There's stuff settling on the bottom.
Exactly. And that's really what we're looking for. What we want to try to avoid is having a lot of stuff floating once we get the water in.
Okay.
There will be some. Be kind of unavoidable.
Yeah, at that point. But
it'll sink. It's not like it's going to float forever either.
No, eventually all of it sinks.
Right. Now, the critical thing to keep in mind about this is that it's going to be pretty still. So that humus is not going to be swirled up in the water column. It's going to stay down there. And the tiny fish that are in this are not going to be big enough to swirl it up either. I mean, if you were putting a goldfish in, it would look like mud all the time because the goldfish swirl up from the bottom.
Yeah.
So that's a fish you don't want to do this way. And the main reason we're doing this is because we want to have a food web in it. So there'll be one more step that EJ is not prepared for.
Oh, I'm not prepared?
No, you're not.
What? Why am I not prepared?
Well, you are, but not right there, I don't think, unless you're surprising me.
For a food web?
Yeah. You have culture?
Which culture do you want?
Doesn't matter. Whatever you want.
I have green water. I have Daphnia. I have scuds. I have paramecium, infusoria. I have like a bunch of I take a, I have a bucket of water sitting outside with a bunch of living things in there.
Why don't we do that?
Okay. I have to go get it though.
I know. That's what I meant. Yeah.
That's what I'm not prepared for. All right. This stuff is
right.
Up. Yeah, but I do have. And that's the thing is I live on the 3rd floor of a condo building. So this is meant to be a thing of beauty, a work of art and tranquility for all of the residents. And they're going to really appreciate it. At least I hope.
So long as it doesn't become a source for mosquitoes.
Well, that's what the fish are for.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
The fish take care of things better than any sort of bug spray you can put out there.
Right. Looking good.
Actually, quite a bit of stuff on the bottom now. How many layers do we need of this?
Pardon?
How many layers do we need of this? I mean,
just one. That's enough.
No, I mean yeah, okay. All right, do you see it better?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll level it out. Excellent. Okay, now we have a bowl and a plate.
Yes.
Correct?
We do.
Let's put a plate in and then put a bowl on top of it. Looking good.
Yeah, sorry. When I do this stuff on my own,
yeah,
where people go, hey, it looks good, but I'm still messing with it.
Right. That's okay. Messing is good.
All right.
Okay, get your hose and let's start filling it.
Check out the dirt, man.
You can rinse your hands and arms off while you're at it.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
Now we're going to be real careful. That's the idea. We put the bowl on the plate so that when the water flows out of the bowl, it flows onto the plate. And from there, it'll very gently go into the dirt. So we're not going to create any kind of current at all in that pot.
I've never done it this way. I usually just take a plastic bag of some size and
yeah, this is about the most delicate way you can do it.
Yeah.
And if we're real careful, when it's full, the water will be clear.
If you're real careful.
Yeah, don't muck with that muck now,
Sorry.
because you'll get it stirred up.
Oh man. Well, actually, it's not that bad. I mean, there's particles, yes, but it's not.
Yeah, you're not gonna. It ain't gonna be perfect. Don't worry about it. We already screwed it up by not wetting it.
But I mean, you know.
But it's gonna be pretty good.
I could take a net once it's filled and kind of take.
You don't need to. It's gonna sink in a day.
Oh, okay.
All we're trying to do is prevent mud, and we're doing it. There's no mud.
No, there's no mud.
So it's going to work out really well.
I'm excited.
Well, this is as exciting as it gets.
I take advantage. Stay.
Right, right.
My sandbag got.
Good job.
All right, stay.
Good job.
Okay. Now.
Okay, so this can take a while to fill.
Yes. Can I? Do I start planting now, or like? Maybe
Yeah, do it. Yeah, that's a good idea. Because we don't want to wait for it to fill. We're already at about 15 minutes.
Okay.
So let's just get some plants in there.
Yeah.
And then if you got that bucket handy.
I do have that bucket handy.
Great. We can put a little bit of that in. Let's get some plants in there. Good idea.
So this is the plants that I know I want to put under, and then I have some floaters, and then I have some stuff I kind of want to hang off here, which I haven't quite figured out, but we'll start with the stuff.
Okay, so these are rooted?
Yes.
Okay, you want to get them only about 1 inch into the sand. Don't push them all the way down into the dirt, because there's so many chemicals in there, it'll burn the roots.
Okay. Stay.
So just lightly in the sand.
Ah!
Your bowl's moving?
Yes, the bowl is moving.
Yeah, that's okay. You're pretty close to. I would keep it in there, because that if that hose gets to the dirt, it'll make a mess.
Exactly. You know, I've done it different ways depending on how big the pot or how big the container is.
Right.
But at one point, I actually took half of a water bottle, you know, those little plastic water bottles.
Yes.
Cut it in half and poked holes on that bottom part.
Oh, perfect. Yep.
Yeah. And then I would pour water into this little half water bottle.
Yeah.
With holes in it, kind of, it was perfect for smaller tanks.
Well, there are a lot of ways to skin that cat. This was just something I wanted to try to show a different approach.
Yeah. Now, I'm using some of the corkscrew valve that you sent me.
Oh, good.
Because I know they get nice and long.
Yes, that'll be ideal. Yep.
Yeah, I want to create hiding places for the fish, just in case they decide to start breeding.
Yep.
Because I know it's going to, how big they're going to get. They're going to get to the length of this.
Yeah, they will.
And it's going to be very exciting.
What are we, about half full?
Yes, we're definitely about half full. Do we want to just, do we want to like leave it for now, or?
No, just keep going.
Okay.
We're doing okay.
And then I have, I think, I'm not quite sure, you sent me this. It looks like some sort of either Rotella or Bacopa.
I think it's a Bacopa, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like it.
Those are, they also grow nice, big, and tall.
Yes, and it'll be wonderful outdoors.
Yes.
It's going to really, really enjoy being outside.
Some of these are already nice and long from where you
Yeah,
see.
yeah. They came out of a tall tank. I got them in a 55.
Yeah, it was definitely a tall tank. So they'll be happy in this one.
Yes.
Now, you want me to stick it in the sand or just leave it in the humus?
Get it in the sand. That'll hold it down better. The humus is not going to hold it.
I agree.
About an inch into the sand.
I can't wait to see what this looks like when the water clears.
Yeah, it'll probably clear up by tomorrow.
And I'll be able to see what plants are, ended up coming loose and floating.
Right. Now, the humic material we put in there is not the same as the soil substrate. It's very, very different. We did put a little of it in the form of the peat moss down in the dirt, but this is all organic material that will be broken down by the little animalcules that EJ will be putting in shortly.
The little animal tools.
Animalcules, right?
Yeah.
The little microfauna.
Some of these plants actually might have some of them have some of the microfauna on them.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Yeah, I literally dug the corkscrew out of my green water tank.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been enjoying my green water tank, and even so, it was already green.
Yeah, I can see your hand pretty far down in there.
Yeah, I am taking out the plate.
Okay.
So I can, because at this point it's
right.
Yeah.
You don't want to take that bowl out though, because
absolutely not.
That'll create a current that'll stir everything up.
Yeah. See, I already had this in dirt. I'm excited about what the corkscrew does because I think they're so beautiful.
Oh, it's going to be really nice. Yeah.
Oh, and there's snails in here.
What kind?
Ram's horns.
Oh, good. Okay. They don't eat any. Yeah. They don't eat plants. They'll be okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've ever had any snails that really eat the plants.
Yeah, there are a couple.
What are they?
Well, the apple snail, for one.
Isn't that illegal here?
Might be.
The type that you're thinking of, I think, is illegal.
Yeah, but they're probably all over the waterways. And the skirksy, or whatever it's called, skirksy.
What's the skirksy?
Yeah, it's a very large ram's horn.
Oh.
Like a couple of inches, big thing. And it is a voracious plant eater.
Well, I don't have any of those. What
no,
I know
you don't.
Is I have ram's horns, a lot of those. And I have all colors actually.
Right. We're getting pretty full, looks like.
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
Okay.
So. Woohoo.
All right, now you want to put some of the microfauna in there from the bucket. What?
If by microfauna you mean I have to run upstairs?
No, you said you had a bucket downstairs.
Not downstairs, it's upstairs.
Oh, it's up there. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we don't need to do that right now. We need to get this over with because we're we're running long.
We are running long. You know, we can do that in another video, but I do have a lot of microfauna and just in the plants that I'm putting in here.
Right, right.
I know that there's snails, obviously, but there's scuds as well, and there's probably other little things in there that.
Yeah, you can pour the water in that's in the bag.
Yeah, I can do that.
That'll have more material in it.
All right, you're gonna go here.
Okay, is there anything else you wanted to do right now with it?
Other than here's the water. I have some like house plants that I've been keeping. Look, more ram's horns. And these are two little
lilies. How nice.
Yeah, so they're gonna go right up at the front.
They're gonna love it in there.
I know, and that's gonna be where I want them to actually grow to the surface. So I have this, and this has scuds in it. Oh no, I just put in duckweed. Oh well. So I'm going to,
okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna hang it? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm gonna hang it. I'll do it off video though, because it's gonna involve me having to rig it a little bit.
Okay.
But, this has been living in an aquarium for a while, and
nice.
And then this is Creeping Jenny.
Good.
And we've got some Wandering Jews.
Okay.
And I've got some.
Have you tried the Wandering Jew in water before?
Yes, I have, and it actually worked out pretty well.
Good. Okay.
Yeah. And then I have some pothos.
Nice. Lovely.
Gotta have the pothos.
Okay, m'lady.
Yep.
Let's
And then hornwort. Oh, which by the way also has. You know what? We are putting microfauna in right away.
Oh, you got hornwort.
Yeah. Well, not just.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. All right.
I've had this in my balcony, like soaking. There's like tons of stuff in there.
Wonderful.
You know, I have.
That's great.
Microfauna in here too. This is.
Okay.
We don't talk about what this is, but there's tons of like little critters in here.
Beautiful. Put it in.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Oh, and humus. Yeah, there's like leaf litter in here too.
Now, notice, folks, what we're doing is we're really loading it up with plants. It's important to do that at the very beginning because that creates the environment that balances the whole system. If you just have one or two plants in there, they're generally not going to survive. You need enough to really make a difference in the condition of the water. What's that?
A red root floater just snuck in. That's fine.
Oh, good.
They love natural sunlight.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be pretty.
Yes. But yeah, the hornwort that's been soaking in humus, this Salvinia stuff has been soaking outside. So there is you know, even though I said stuff was upstairs, guess what? I actually brought down the equivalent of about 6 quarts, maybe 5 quarts.
Lovely.
So, and I'm at the end of this, I'm going to, you know, and then at the end, we're going to have more of this. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. Okay.
Come on up and say goodbye.
Okay. Stay. Oh, no, it doesn't want to stay. We'll get you off camera.
All right. Very nice, EJ. That's fun. This is going to be quite lovely.
I got my answer.
This is stage 2. Now, why don't we do this? Let's do a third video in about a week.
Okay.
We'll see what it looks like. By then, you'll have a few fish in it. The water should be clear. Yeah. We should be able to get a nice view of it. And you'll have your plants established.
Yes, I'll have my plants established and arranged and satisfied my aesthetic appeal.
Yes, sensitivities, right?
Yes, sensitivity. Yes.
All right, my dear.
Well,
nice
thank you
to
for
be
helping
with
me
you.
with this,
That
Fatherfish.
was fun. Oh, I love it. All right.
Yeah.
Bye for now.
Bye.